All right. It says I am live. Actually works out. Welcome back to the kingdom, everybody. I will be your host, the Late Night King. This should be my inaugural return stream. Checking the audio right now. Let me turn down some of this pretzel music. I have a 45-second stream that looks like it loaded up here just a moment ago. Let's check to see if I'm still live. Let me get back to my YouTube channel. And voila. We are good to go. All those issues I had before seem to be gone. I'll tell you guys a little bit about where I've been over the course of the last little bit. I was hired as a trainer for Google Ads about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, something like that. And as a result, my time that I had available dropped significantly. And so as a result, I took a break from the particular game. Now, recently, I got hired as a sales manager for Google Ads, which means my time has been returned to me. So, with that said, I am happy to say that I am back, and it should be for a long time. So the kingdom of free-to-play will return. Now, I'm sending out the word, see if I can't get anyone from non-toxic to spread the word about this. But even if it doesn't happen, those of you who watch this in retrospect, welcome back. Now, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and start a little bit more on what this event is and why I've chosen to do this. Having looked over the Titan, knowing that the Titan himself is old, I'm not doing this event for the Titan. I'm actually doing it for the relics that are in here. And not all the relics are very good. This relic I collected at 7,000, I remember it being pretty decent. But this jade one, not so much. This red envelope, limited use, if I had to say so myself. Has one great ability at the bottom, but all of what I thought were good relics in the past have been updated. And so I am relearning this game. And as a result, the relics I really wanted out of this are the Sky Shackles and the relic at 7,000. I remember that they are basically relics that bump troops up to the extent that I'm willing to use them. These other relics have limited use at best. At least that's my initial thought process through it. Now, as a free-to-play, what I do here on this stream is show people how you can play Dawn of Titans without spending any money and still compete at the higher levels. Loki, good to see you, man. Now, one of the great things about leaving the game for a year and a half and then coming back is the fact that they gave me like 50, 60 quests that gave me 20,000 gems. So it gave me a bump. In addition to that, I have always been ones that have saved up my tokens. Now, in this particular event, I'm going to take you guys back on a trip through time and show you what Titans used to look like compared to what they are now. This Pigsy I have here is the original Pigsy. So it was to my shock when all the new skills were revealed for Pigsy. Looking at this, you guys are able to see that this is a version of the original Titans that we used to have. Nothing like the type of Pigsy that I'll be getting from this event. Now, I am still grinding heavily with Panthers, and the reason I'm grinding heavily with Panthers is simply for speed. This relic right here, Venom Seed, is a very, I guess it's an old relic now. I doubt that they'll ever bring it back, but it is one of the reasons I grind with Panthers. I get a lot of Panther stats, and I get those poison spells for quick kills at spawn points. Now, there's a lot I still need to learn about this game as I've come back. And I'd appreciate you guys leaving me comments in case there's something that I've missed that will help me out along the way. For now, though, sit back and enjoy. I'm going to pop on some pretzel music, and we will all listen to some nice Dawn of Titans, or watch some Dawn of Titans with some nice music in the background. Alright. So, once again, I'm running the original Pigsy, bunch of Panthers, and with my relics, I didn't get the Huntress. To be honest with you, my best attacking Titan when it coming back was Siegfried, and I have come to the realization that all those Titans I thought were good in the past just don't cut it now. And so, oh, Prometheus! Good to see you, man. It took me a few weeks before I could dedicate the time to figuring out the whole streaming on YouTube again. But I am happy to be back live. Oh, no. Prometheus, this pig that I have here is not the pig from the event. This is the original version of Pigsy. I'll show it up here again here in a moment. So this is the one with all the champion skills. I'm looking forward to grinding to get it, though. I'm just using this Pigsy because it has the buff. But since I've got everyone here, I might as well take you guys down a trip to memory lane. So this is the Pigsy I have. The original version. But since Prometheus was so kind to show me his Titans, I'm going to show you guys my 4-star Titans. So, this is the Almoran. I don't know if he was remade. I got Arca. And understand, as a free-to-play player, my priority isn't to fuse Titans that 4-star Titans that I have. Any of the unique 4-star Titans, I'm keeping. Not for a collection of some sort, but for the fact that when their rotation comes around and they become a priority Titan for any Alliance event, I will have a boost. And so I try to get these Titans to level 30 so I can use 3 relics on them. And here you'll see Almarin, Alker, Astaroth, but these are not like the Astaroths or the Artemises that you guys know. These are all the original versions. Athena. Here we have the Storm Maidens with just terrible skills with Spearmen. Thank you, Erica. Aurora. Yeah, so that's great. Avalos. Ayaka, Calvaros, this is, by the way, this is the original Krothos from the very first Krothos event. You've got Drakor. This is the original Drakor. Not from the first event, but I got him Yeah, Athena is still terrible, Promethea. This is the original Italis. Flamehide. Freya from back in the day when you had the invincible Freyas. So you'll see I have quite a few random Titans. I have two Yaldargs. You have the champion Yaldarg, and then the old-time Yaldarg from the original event. I just picked up this guy in this event. King Josh, I'm doing well. I'm just happy to be back, man. I experienced some difficulties with my stream 2 weeks ago. Paladin Grimvald, you got that right. Taking you guys down a trip towards memory lane. Back when Meiku was somewhat meta, Mitano ruled the day. And you'll see, back at this time, I was the man of orbs. I have so many orbs that are loaded up. I don't think I'm ever going to fuse those orbs away. I invest way too much into them. This Odin is the original Odin with just archer damage. Now, after having played this for a bit, while I still think Osiris was a great Titan to come back on, because this is my first event back that I got Osiris, I feel as though his day in the sun is gone. After seeing all the Titans that are out there, it is really fun to play with him, but definitely not top tier. I'll show you guys my Pigsy. And so just so you think that I'm not messing with you, here is my Sagunga. Yes. This is the original Sagunga when Sagunga first came out. I got my segments. So this is the one I am building up to be my castle defender. And then this is just, here's a shout out, alright? I remember thinking I was so lucky because I got 3 perfect rolled Siegfrieds. And I was going to level them all up. But I have got a level 60 here, a level 54, and level 8. Now, well, elemental resistance, I'm sure that Osiris will still be great in circumstances, but when it comes to leveling up the prestige, that's not going to be a priority for me. I may try to unlock the first levels for the most important Titans, but I've always been someone who moved towards the relics. See, I got some Solgars here. Stormboars, the original Solzar. I'm going to be honest with you, Prometheo. When I find a Titan to prestige, none of these extra Titans, none of them are going to be experience food. They are all going to be prestige food, even this level 54. I will keep one version of each Titan so I can have the boost for random events coming up, but that is my plan moving forward. By the way, I've got this Ulrich. This is the original Ulrich. I don't even know if anyone still remembers him. But yeah, I mean, here's my first level 60 for anyone that remembers. Venom Tusk. Back in the day, he was awesome. Picked up Widget from that little token. 54 is, you know, maybe you're right about it. I guess I still don't have enough experience about all of this stuff. But yeah, I mean, I use my... This is my build now. So let me go ahead and pop back over to Pigsy, so I can start grinding with you guys tonight. Yeah, so the reason I decided to do this event is there's 2 relics in this event that I'm not going to pass up. The Titans themselves, it's not a big deal to me. I don't see any major win for these Titans. Pixie seems like an upgraded version of Siggy, but there's just seems to be so much out there that can topple human Titans now. I have Earthshaker. Yeah, I'll go through my relics here after this particular battle. It'll be good for you guys to see what I'm working with. Now, I used to have just an unlimited number of 4-star relics, because I'd have 10 of like each of the battle drops. I had a hard time getting rid of them until I just reached the point where I knew I was going to level them. So when you guys see my relics, I will have the original ones from way back when. You guys can laugh at me a bit. That's true, Prometeo. So I've got 4 5-star relics. Stormbringer, Earthshaker, Dragon Slayer, and Divine Touch from back in the day. Got my Ancestral Heart, and then I have my Aura's Bounty, those Assassin Buffing Alliance Event relics. As we go through here, you'll see I've got just a wide variety of stuff. This beaded necklace I got, I think, during the original Pigsy event. I'm not a big fan of this relic. As you go through, blood vials. I got 2 leveled up bone swords because I am loving the horde right now. Got my bow of kings from back in the day. I'm going to take you guys down some portions of memory lane as... See, I got the Earthbreaker, Earthsight. I'm planning on saving. I got 4,000 divine gems now, and I'll just keep pulling. And let me know, should I pull from the golden one, the golden divine relic altar, or the Norse altar? I guess I haven't done too much research on that stuff. Alright, so I've got my Gungnir and Head of Mimir. As soon as I start to get a feel for the game, I'm going to start relaunching some of my more requested elements, such as my Relics Revealed series. I got a lot of comments on those particular ones. Here is a relic that most people will never see in Dawn of Titans again. The Ice Maul. This is the one that was released with the purpose of just changing a Titan's damage to ice. This is from where we used to have the ice damage Solzar with all the Grenadiers. That's good to hear, Prometeo. The Norse relics seem to be where it's at. As I scroll through this, you'll see just my list of orbs now. Such an outdated element, but I got like 12 of them. I always keep these 4-star rings as well, because they remind me of what the game used to be like. These rings used to be so valuable. Poseidon's Crown from the most recent event with Poseidon. Wasn't able to finish because my Titans are really crappy right now. As we go through, you'll see that, these relics that I have, they're just from a different time, a different place in DOT. Got my wild arrows, 38% spearmen resist against melee. So on and so forth. And there's one more 3-star relic that I keep around to remind me that this game used to be so different back in the day. And that's the ice arrows. Anyone remember using the ice arrows? They actually changed the skill sets on this thing. Because I remember it used to do damage like direct, like ignore Titan armor or something like that. But while it really serves no purpose right now, it's just a good reminder of what this game used to be like. But yeah, that's where I am. In essence, you can say that I am starting this game over with a level 25 castle. So I guess I still have to level up my troops and everything like that, but none of my stuff is truly relevant. And while I have the enduring relics, over the course of the next few months, I'll be building back my arsenal. One of the biggest advantages that I have right now is just that I have a wide variety of Titans, and I normally have some sort of elevated buff in these Alliance events. Wild Arrows and Earthshaker. Gonna be living the dream. I don't think I'm gonna do it in this particular stream, but in upcoming streams, I'll have Discord up and running. For now, though, sit back and relax. I am gonna try to get a few thousand souls in tonight. And so the way that I work as a free-to-play player is whenever I use my relics, I force myself to grind the rest of the 1,000 souls I would have to get. So I don't use relics back to back. For example, when I get to 14,000, I'll use one relic. And then if it's a 1 or 2 star relic, to make sure I don't overuse my relics, I will grind out the rest of the 1,000 points till I get to the next reward before I allow myself to use another relic. I am in Legends right now. So another element for any of you that are free to play that you're popping into the stream is you should never use your relics or use your gems to buy these event relics. That is a total no-no, as it is much more cost efficient to purchase your portal stones with gems. But you will save up those event relics for those events like this one for me, where I have got a Titan that is not necessarily great at speed running, and I still want to make sure I finish the event. Ultimately, though, one thing the thing that brought me back specifically to this game is the non-toxic community. I'd pop into streams every once in a while as a reminder of the old days, and I realized that I miss playing this game. Not necessarily always for the grinds like this, but for those moments when you've got the community and you've got a reason to fight another alliance. Seems weird that a free-to-play player would talk about war in that particular manner. But I come from a time when it was normal to be bullied in Dawn of Titans. That it was just, you deal with it or you drop out of your league. But there's nothing more unifying than having then logging in to see every single person in your alliance have every single land stripped, but they're still there in the alliance with you. It's weird to say that, but that's some of the fondest memories I've had of this game. That and back in the day when you'd get the perfect roll for your Titan without using airplane mode. That's a time from another era. Now, over the course of the next few months, I'll truly be trying to figure out how Dawn of Titans is played now. Because anybody can grind, but what are the nuances that truly make someone a formidable force? Jeez, you know what? I love this Venom Seed. Except whenever I can't place the Poison Cloud. Just makes it so quick and easy to get through this stuff. Now, as a free-to-play player, one thing that I do look for ideally, is the ideal raid land to actually hit. The ones I'm hitting now are actually pretty garbage. They're garbage because I have decreased my chances for battle drops. And battle drops is the key to leveling up all of your relics. And my channel, since its foundation, has always promoted relic development. I used to say that you could roll bad titans all day, but relics can make bad titans into good titans, and good titans into great titans. And while titans themselves have basically become standard, or their skill sets are fixed, they still come and go. It is the relics that stay consistent, all except my orbs. So that is the one flaw that I will remember, and I will keep every single one of those orbs to remind me. Sometimes it's just time to move on. All right. So, question for anyone who is listening now. How many people are playing this game still? Do we still have the roughly 50,000 base, or 50,000 people still playing? Or has it shrunk or increased? I'm always curious on the development of this game. Now, after having looked at all of the units that are currently out there now, I'm going to say I'm a biggest fan of the Horde units. Their playstyle just reminds me so much of the original game and what it was meant to be. A mass of small guys facing one giant titan. Now I use Panthers solely because it's time efficient in these events. But outside of the events, I try to use Horde as much as possible, even though my Horde troops are still very low level. Alright. Now, as for alliance-wise, I guess I'm back in non-toxic Legends at the moment, and I've hopped through Hammer and War. But as for a home, I'm still possibly looking for the right place to be now. Because I don't know if this is the same non-toxic that I left. Seems still like a good place, but sometimes you change and you move around. So if you guys have any ideas on good alliances that are out there, full of decent people that enjoy playing the game, I'm all ears to find out what's out there. Alright. Here we go. I'm curious though, is Pixie really carrying a rake here? And what is the lore behind him carrying a flippin' rake? Alright, let's buy some more gems. Looks like I may have already passed the 14,000 mark, which means I will be getting another, or pulling another relic here shortly. Here we go. Now I understand that there's a individual event coming up where they're going to allow you to use up all your little stored relics. And while I don't normally pull relics that I don't use, I know during those theaters of war, I always pick up these relics that I don't use in case it's not a event that's worth it for me. So I've got something like 15 relics from back in the day, 1, 2, and 3 stars that just are still sitting in my inventory. I'm looking to use them eventually. My goodness. Coming back and seeing double X skills on these Titans for their troops was definitely a shocker for me. When it comes to the divine relics, though, I would actually really like to have doubles of all of the original relics. One, so I could equip towards a defensive unit should a new good one come out, because those boosts are still pretty dang good. A second one, because those particular relics are some of the absolute best when grinding these events. For example, I should have Earthshaker equipped to Pigsy right now, because it's that good of a relic. And you know what? I think I'm just going to do it now, because him holding a rake is just not what I'm wanting. So we'll remove this bit of dirt for now. Pop in the relic of Earthshaker. Look at that, he's got a giant axe. Now, my grinding with him just got more tolerable. Alright, now, one of the things that I am looking to, I guess, get caught up on is all of the relic builds and everything else that I have missed out on during the course of this time. Now I think tonight I'm not gonna stream too long. I'm gonna stream up until I get to maybe 15,000. So I'm at 14,000 now. Collect my golden token, and let's do a pull. I'm gonna get a 3-star just because this is my first stream back. Nope, 1 star. Okay, looks like I am meant to grind for a while longer. So let's pop this open. Right after equipping the Earthshaker, I am now going to equip my Dragon's Lamp in its place. Here we go. Now, favorite Titan of all time. The Titan I enjoyed getting, that actually I really loved the gameplay when it came out, was actually Solzar. The first of, or he came out in the same event as Toland. Now, since it was literally the second Alliance event of the game, because they used to run monthly at that point, I was not able to finish that event. I got to like 11,000 and I got Solzar. Toland I did not get till later, and so the Toland I have in my possession is one that came out much later in Dawn of Titans history. Okay. Wow, it seems like I'm lagging quite a bit right here. Okay. One thing I've found is if you can eliminate those spearmen quickly in these lower level lands, that's the key to making sure you have like a 2-second raid as opposed to much longer. Let's get some more portal stones and see where to go from there. Now, if you're on the second server for Legends, there is an alliance that... Oh, crud. Come on. There we go. Looks like I'm freezing up a bit. There's an alliance that has a series of... I want to give a shout out to this guy because I've been raiding him all day just due to the type of lands he has set up. You scroll up here, see if this is the one with him. No, I don't think it is. I think it's one more over. I think there's 1 or 2 small level castles. And then as you rotate around, you'll see like 20 lands. No, I'm not going to pass up these lands. These are too good to pass up. But there's level 25 lands where the guy has done nothing but collect lands of pikemen or imperials and grenadiers. And so you get all of the experience as well as the gold or that a level 25 land can bring without taking any casualties. So mad shout out to anyone who collects lands like that because they make this grinding scene so much easier for us. Alright. Now before my next stream, I'm definitely gonna do some research on which 5-star relics that I'm really looking at getting as I pick them up. They'll be important once again. Get out of the way. Go Panthers. Hoorah. Alright. Now, since there is actually not very many people watching right now, and I'm having a little bit of lag issues, I think I am going to close the stream out a little bit early tonight with the intention of fixing the bugs here, because this is my return stream. I knew there was going to be some issues. If I can get them cleared up before one of these major events, or before I start doing my analyses, should make all the difference in the world. All right. Well, with that said, thank you everyone for coming to visit the kingdom tonight. I look forward to sharing this experience called Dawn of Titans with you guys more in the future.